All right. Testing one, two, testing. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Welcome. What up, Briz? What is up? Yo, yo, yo. Hey, hello.
Yo, 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 what it do? Oh my god, homie, royalty free music you playing in the backgrounds, yo.
Yo. I will play it right now. Hold up. Boom. No, wrong song. This one. Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year. My
Happy
God.
New Year, everybody. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
it's 2020. Finally, 2020. Holy shit. My God, right? My
New
God.
year, new decade, new us.
Yeah. And hopefully new us, and hopefully a lot of things change in the future. Hopefully, right? Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
My God. And hold on one second. Hold on. Why am I staring like top right for some reason? Hold on, Briz. Hold on. Let me fix this real quick. Okay. Oh, I know why. That's why. Okay, hold on. Fixing Tony Kwatome. Bell. So how was your New Year Eve, or New Year at the same time?
New Year's was pretty cool. You know, some of my cousins, they came over and stayed for a few days. And it was
Oh,
it was pretty fun. Like we were just chilling and just enjoying the
oh,
rest of the Christmas season as we were entering the new age.
nice. Me, man, I was just straight up like, I think I just slept through. I mean, I didn't.
Damn.
No, I mean, I didn't feel like going outside at all. I mean, how do I say this, man? It's not like I wanted to go to a bar or something alone, or like I don't know. I just wanted to stay home, just chill, relax, and just sleep. That's how I felt for 2019. I'm saying. I mean, at least I was like awake till the countdown, and after the countdown, I was like, "Yep, good night, Briz. Good."
Same.
Oh man. So yeah, that happened to me, and yeah, man. For those who don't know, right, we'll be playing a game. Hold on one second. Called. I mean, we're continuing the game from a previous episode called a. Hold on. Let me play. Let me show you the game logo. Guilty Parade. Guilty Parade. So for those who do not know, right, Guilty Parade is it's still a demo game right at this moment, and it's out on itch.io, Steam, and also lemmasoft form, excuse me, and created by no hold on Nozori Games, excuse me. And to make it brief, right? The synopsis are: one war, two sides of a military conflict. What will you choose if you take Or if you take a look at the world from two sides of the barricades, whom will you support and whom will you destroy if some are fighting for an uncertain future while others are for a peaceful present? So that's basically the synopsis. And Belle, would you like to talk about what the hell happened last week?
Last time on the guerrilla live stream of Guilty Parade.
Great.
Basically, what happened was our main character, Nemo, he ended up getting rescued by these degenerate, Nazi, the rest of the main characters. And basically, he's basically hired to be like a new, what's the nice way of putting it? Snitch? Yeah, let's go with it.
Yeah.
Or it's like, an inner spy. He's there to pretty much survey the rest of his team, so that he has to report back to the homie, like if they do anything wrong, understandably so. And here's the catch: he has amnesia. So
Yes.
Nemo is a total blank slate in terms of memories and all in a past life. In terms of personality, he's pretty cool.
I mean, and then like well, basically, right? War? We got invaded, right? And then
Yeah.
we survived, barely survived, I should say. And
Oh, not before like straight up murdering the crap out of people.
dude, yes. And what's up, Ed? Yes, we all remember you. We all remember you. What's up, fam? What's up? And yeah, all I remember. Well, okay, before that, before the invasion, what I remember the cigarettes. Oh my god. I mean, I think it was a great way to introduce, the characters that, in the barricade. You know what I'm saying? Interesting way, I should say. So, and
I love how a pack of cigarettes led to us meeting the entire crew.
Yes.
You think that wouldn't even be possible, but this game found a way, and it worked perfectly.
Yes, and oh my god, and every character has its own unique characteristics, man. I love it. Jesus, it's like unexpected. Like, for example, like the shy guy, right? That you were talking about, shy, the green hair guy. I forgot his name.
Hang on, I'm on the Twitter right now, and it has each character's bio. Hans,
yeah, dude. Like the quiet guy, all of a sudden does a CQC, breaking necks and shit in the war, right? And then I know. And the blind guy is just straight up like, I don't know if I should say brave, but it's more of a.
It's brave for the wrong reason.
Yeah.
Like he wants to, because of his disability, he wants to prove himself even more.
Which is insane, man. Like, can you imagine? Like, literally, it's like a question of like, can you really run that straight when you're blind towards the radio station? Even like, you can't see shit, Like how?
I mean, even if he knows like the exact pathway that leads to the radio station without even looking at it, like that's still very dangerous considering how they're on a battlefield that's being occupied full of like bodies, potential gunfire, like all this stuff going on. Like he is in serious hot water right now, and he was able to just get there.
Yo, dude, it was insane, man. So right now we left at basically it ended, right? The invasion ended. We defended, I guess. No one died, I guess. Hopefully. So yeah, let's get to it, shall we?
Yeah,
Shall we?
let's.
All right. So let me open the game. Hold on, I forgot to open it. Jesus.
Oh, the blind kid's name is Elias.
Elias, yes. Oh man. There's Ruth, right? Was it Ruth?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Roof, like
Ruth.
short for Rufus.
Oh yeah, and Doris, was it? The
Oh yeah, Doris was like the very perky yet low-key creepy one.
yeah. I mean, I love Doris though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right, let me get back to.
I'm glad that her bio doesn't say like she's intentionally like she's not intentionally ominous. It's more like she's super into like fantasy and all that stuff.
Is it really fit? I get. Yeah, I guess.
Well, eccentricity. That's what she
Yeah.
usually says. Like it says in her bio that she's modest, cheerful, she's able to listen and empathize, strives for originality. Originality, that's what it mainly was. Like she
Oh
described
yeah.
Nemo as eccentric, but it's like she thrives for originality and has like high standards for herself
I
and low
remember that.
self-esteem.
And dude, oh my god, her cooking, man. Holy shit. Uh,
Yo, she had that kitchen had to be fumigated, I swear.
dude, oh my god, I would be like hella pissed if I get in there. I'd be like, girl, what you doing? Why are you throwing
She called that
eggs on the wall?
she called that abomination a cake.
It's oh my god. Do you know what cake is made of? First of all, there's no meat in the fucking cake.
Right? You don't ever serve someone
All right.
meat cake, let alone uncooked meat.
I know. All right, so let's get to it. Now let's load. Saturday, 28th December. Yeah, let's go. You ready, Brett? You ready?
Hell yeah, bria.
All right. And hold on 1 second, real quick. Okay. All right. So, yeah, for now, right? For now, I couldn't really think straight after all that shit happened, right? The invasion. The thoughts were dancing in my head as an obscure cloud which I could not grasp yet. And hold on, let me do this. Boom. Was I Roof? Yeah.
Yeah, you were.
How could they even find us? This has never happened before.
Oh yeah, and you were totally Helga.
Hold on.
I remember this.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Well, okay. Some things will definitely happen for the first time. Was it? She sounded like
Yeah, that was the voice, like Marge Simpson's sister.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second again. All right. Helga's indifferent expression returns to her face, and she lit up a cigarette as always. Her face twisted with anger that I saw on the battlefield now seemed just a phantom of my imagination. Oh, I'm Oliver too.
Yeah, you were Oliver. You kind of had like that sort of Mr. Mackey sort of vibe.
Oh yeah, okay. And Robin Verset, welcome. There's a such thing as a diner cake, but not sweet. That's true. You know what? You're right. There's actually a diner cake which is not sweet. So, but
Okay.
I don't remember having like raw meat in it. So, was it? Anyway, you know what?
Look up a dinner cake. Like what the hell are these things?
Oh, dinner cake is basically it's just non-sweet like foods.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, Oliver, you shouldn't smoke here. It's forbidden after all. Helga looked cross-eyed at Oliver and intentionally let out a cloud of smoke from her mouth. Her disregard for the rules made Oliver sigh with a hurt expression.
Damn, that's a bitch move. Like
I know.
It's like smoking in the no smoking area. Is Elias alright? Where did he go?
He is integrating the survived enemies together with our comrade, our commander. I hope that a lot of them will get what they deserve. My own integration came back to me, and the timing for that was terrible. And what will happen to them afterwards, eh?
Oh my boyaka!
Yeah?
Maybe our new recruit wishes to join them. Have you met some friends there?
Ah, dude!
Wow.
Yakov, stop it! You know that he's on our side.
We are yet to see proof that he is thinking the same way, right, Nemo? Would you like to go to that room again? I could try interrogating you on my own, and I bet I would get results. I would get better results.
Have you finally invented the truth serum? Yakov scowled.
I have a recipe for it, but for now, I don't have the required ingredients.
Wait, he has one in the making?
What the because they are non-existent in nature, perhaps, huh?
Oh, they exist. It's just that your world is too limited by your mental capacity.
Whoa.
Damn.
Whoa.
Oh, look, Roof. Oh, Roof looks like he's about to beat that ass.
Ruth was about to lash out on Yako, but Helga stopped her, holding her around the shoulders and drawing her closer. Okay. Can't you just ignore him? I'm tired to the bone, and now we also need to find a way to deal with the corpses outside. The ruined walls and standing equipment.
Helga is right.
Hans suddenly got red in the face and looked down. His words went unnoticed. Most likely they will put everything in order by nightfall. I heard there's not much to restore, just the walls and some part of the equipment on the training grounds.
And should we stay here again?
Most likely. Yes, the commander told me to not let you out of the barricades. I'd like to let you out, but I can't. Why are we the only ones those requirements apply to, huh? Has General flapped his jaws with the old Rick again? Ruffs rested her face upon Helga's chest and hugged her really, really tightly. Sweetheart, I told you to be more gracious towards the commander. He is already doing a lot for us now. Get the fuck off me, goddamn. In response, Helga shivered and tried pushing her away, but Ruff was clinging on tightly and started giggling foolishly, thinking that this content was some kind of a game. But Hans and Wolfgang were the ones who paid special attention to what was happening between them. Very special attention.
Riff, Helga doesn't like that.
What do you know, huh? Helga is so restrained on in front of you girls. When we're alone, she's completely different, right, honey? Right? I was watching their love-hate relationship with amazement. Helga rolled her eyes and pushed Ruff away, more firmly this time. The latter looked a bit disappointed first, but then she flashed a blinding smile. Yeah, let's continue when we're back in our dorm, baby. Doris, you will be sleeping somewhere else tonight.
Look at that is so awkward. Oh my god.
Dude, I know, man. God.
You don't ever say that to your roommate.
Doris got tense and cast a meek look on her, while Ruff was acting as if her words didn't cause any reactions.
Right? Oh my god.
How do you put up with those two? Good enough. Helga knows how to shut Ruff down.
Oh wow, that's not a good thing.
I know. I mean, wait, shut her down as in a good way or a bad? You know what? Never mind. It's
Let's not question their dynamic or anything like that.
Hey, not at all. Doris just can't take it that she is not my type and feels jealous. Don't listen to her. Don't. What the hell, Ruff? That's enough of your stories for one day. Leave some for tomorrow. God. But that's true. All girls have a good taste, so it's not surprising that this whole camp is going crazy over murder, no, sir. Huh? Tell them, Wolfgang. Tell them that I'm saying the truth. You made a list of my fangirls just recently. Come on, read it out loud. Nemo needs to know who he should have missed after all, no? I've already told you. I have no such fucking intention, girl, damn. Suddenly, Ruff winked at me as if she was my partner in crime.
Well, that's good at least.
All of us men are as changing as the wind in the valley of passion. Once we reach one fountain of life and drink from it, We tend to go and taste the next one. Really?
Oh no, dude, don't read it. Don't.
Wolfgang started shaking all of a sudden and pursued his lips so hard that he got teary-eyed. Oh my god! Was he laughing? But his laughter didn't last long. Once he noticed fixed eyes on himself, he covered his mouth with the open diary and started coughing quietly. I couldn't understand what was going on, even though it seemed like they were serious. They talked about some nonsense as if they were completely forgotten. They were killing people just a while ago. Like, damn, right? Or was it just an act? But what for? Definitely it wasn't an act, bro. Damn.
Yeah.
Wolfgang fell silent just as quickly as he started laughing. He frowned again and hurriedly started rustling through the pages of his diary. His eyes moved restlessly through his notes. Ruff straightened, which even made her look a bit taller, and threw out her chest with pride.
Title.
No? Wait! Don't read the title! It doesn't mean anything!
Why not? Perhaps it has a list of girls who you managed to cheat on Helga with.
This dude is the best.
Savage. Oh man. Ruff looked at her girlfriend with terror, but Helga was still smoking as if nothing happened and even seemed oblivious to what the hell was happening. Of course not. I'm loyal to Helga, damn. I don't need anyone else. Nah, they're just hitting on me, you know? She tried snatching the notebook out of the Wolfgang's hands, but he stubbornly locked his hands on it. Ruff started speaking in a sweet, soft voice, but I could hear a tinge of hardly restrained threats in it. Wolfgang, let me read it myself, Wolfgang, okay? That's personal information after all. But he wouldn't let go.
No, only I am allowed to read my diary. I won't give it to you again. You've already made fun of me.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Suddenly, Ruff froze and looked at the rather frightened but still stubborn Wolfgang menacingly and then let go of the notebook. He swayed a little but didn't fall. He held the diary closely and rearranged his glasses. Whatever then, God. There are many girls listed there, so bear in mind, they won't even look at you, okay? Wow. There was only one...
Right.
Yeah, there's only one thing I couldn't understand, and that was what I asked. And why do you need a list of girls in Wolfgang's diary, girl? I mean...
Yeah, that is very sus.
Ruth lifted an eyebrow in surprise. She walked around the table and leaned on her left arm. She expressed superiority with all of her body as if an experienced lady killer was talking to a timid young man. You see, Nemo, sometimes it might seem that there are too many girls. So many that it's hard to remember all of them. No, I wouldn't show those beauties that I don't remember them. They like to approach me, talk about some little things and recall our previous meetings. It's good when Wolfgang is around, you know? He can always remind me where and when I have met each hot chicks, and I'll say it's convenient. Don't you think?
But there are not that many girls in our camp, especially girls as beautiful as Helga.
But
I'm keeping that voice.
yeah, that was good. By the end of the sentence, Han's voice got extremely quiet. I think I was the only one who heard it because I was standing closer to him than anyone else. I'm so tired of you tall tales, Ruff. Do you think Nemo will believe you? Do you think we believe that?
Damn, that hurt.
Ruff straightened and blushed. Of course you do, but I never cheated on you, never. And then she started assuring Helga of the sincerity of her feeling and that those feelings are internal. And all she got in return were cold replies. Hans got completely embarrassed and hid behind my back.
We still haven't decided what to do with our Mr. Nemo here. Don't you think that the attack on our camp and him showing up here is too suspicious to be a coincidence? What if the first is the consequence of the second?
Oh my god, Yakov, why?
I know, right? He's so suspicious all the time. Damn.
God damn, man, get off of our ass, man. Damn, Jesus. Ruff's agitated speech stopped. All gaze were turned to me and Yakov now, god damn it. I feel uneasy. What if that was true? We haven't really talked about it, Yakov. God, he's not a traitor.
That's just what you want to think, Oliver. Because if Nemo is a traitor, it will mean more trouble for you.
No, that's not it. I have already got used to him, and I just can't imagine him being on an enemy side, you know?
Oh my god, you naive, pudgy asshole.
Get suspicious for once. Damn.
Oliver smiled, but I couldn't feel anything behind that happy expression. Among all who were present there, I trusted him the least. His smile felt like a pure formality. In fact, yeah, I feel like he's hiding shit, man.
It's always those guys that hide stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
It's just because you can't, well, you know.
She fell silent and pursed her lips. Pursed her lips. When I first met her, I didn't notice as much fearfulness and shyness about doors as I was seeing then.
Damn, look at everyone.
Yeah, you are all holding back something. Do you think I haven't noticed that, huh?
Finally, Nemo has shown his true face. He's watching us, sniffing around like a dog. Come on, try telling me that I'm wrong.
I was taken aback. Yakov was smiling disdainfully as if he had managed to get the upper hand. He twisted the meaning behind my words completely.
God, I hate when people do that.
Yo, I'm not sniffing around, okay? I'm trying to adapt. There's a difference, okay? Like how dogs adapt each other's ass when they sniff their ass, if that makes sense. Anyway, I don't know where is I don't know where is the truth and where is the lie, okay? I don't know who I am or where I belong in the first place. I'm forced to learn a lot of new things, not only about myself, but about the world in general, okay?
Did you do anything useful for us today? How did you prove yourself? Do you think you can be trusted? What makes you worthy to learn our secrets?
Hey, I shot a man with a shitty-ass gun. How about that?
Oh, I don't think that's a good thing to tell the dude who's suspicious of us.
I know. Yakov was playing a foul game. His loaded question made me the center of the attention. What should I do? Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
Does loyalty means murder?
Oh, dude. Yeah, cause I committed some murder earlier.
Hold on one second. Let's save real quick.
Oh man, where's the save option? Shit.
Oh, if you press escape, right, it'll show up.
Oh, okay, thank God.
Yeah, what to do?
I feel like the safe option is I fought beside you.
You know what? Yeah. In fact, Hans will surely, right? Hopefully, support us.
Technically, like we wouldn't be lying because like we have witnesses. Oh wait, witness because you know Elias is blind.
True.
Okay, but it's like as long as like we have someone who can testify for us, that's all that matters.
Oh man. All right. You know what? Let's go. I was fighting beside you. Yeah? Yeah. Let's go. We fought together, alright? We saw that. I killed many of your enemies. I think we only killed one, right?
Actually, I believe like we killed many off screen. It's just like
That
Oh,
one guy who was holding Elias hostage, like, was the major one.
I see, I see. Jakob turned away and went to the table. For some time, he was standing with his back at me, and when he turned to look at me, he extended his hand forward.
I think you owe me something. Oh, yeah, that's right, his gun. Yeah, he let us borrow it.
He started fingering the air, waiting for his possession.
Like he was twirling a gun, but it's like the gun was missing.
Yeah. I approached him, pulled out of the revolver gun from my belt, and placed it in the extended hand. Jakob didn't hide it right away. First, he took a long look, trying to spot something in my eyes. I was standing still for a while and soon looked away.
That is exactly what surprises me. You didn't get scared. You quickly decided to fight on our side. Why?
I am one of you now. Did I have a fucking choice? I mean, Jakob sneered and turned away. He started spinning his revolver that he got back on his finger.
Oh man, he is spinning it! Nemo also helped Elias today. Thank you! Hans, you are the goats!
Thank you.
Thank you! Nemo also helped Elias today. If not for him, I don't know what would that man do. Perhaps he even would have killed us because neither I nor Elias can fight that well. Nemo really helped us today.
By the way, I note that he wasn't fighting like a newbie. He fought as our equal. Even better.
Oh, Rufus, are you jelly now? Because Helga took our side.
Excuse me, I think that's you.
Okay, yeah, this is my part. Okay. Let me. I will tell about it. I also wrote down that he fought fiercely against the followers of the old regime. The era that outlived itself and was full of people filled with superstitious beliefs. Those who... Oh, yeah, he was interrupted, thank God.
Wolfgang couldn't
Perhaps-
finish.
Yeah, because Doris just interrupted him,
Yeah.
thank God.
Wolfgang couldn't finish as is he interrupted by Doris. Excuse me, sorry.
Nah, it's all good. Perhaps his past has something to do with it. He wouldn't have survived until today if he hadn't known how to fight. That's what I think. You know what? I'll give Doris credit. That is so surreal that it actually is possible.
Yes. Indeed, it's not to jump to conclusions. Nemo hasn't done anything bad yet. We shouldn't suspect him.
That's the point. Yet. We need to have a head start before he betrays us. What a bastard. Like, for real. Yakov, you were being suspicious without a reason again.
Stop it. You get on my nerves. You always add to our problems. Exactly. Helgen's right. Just look how cute he is. Could a traitor ever have such a phrase?
Aw, that's cute. That's nice.
Saying that affectionately, Ruff rushed up to me and roughly tweaked my cheeks. I couldn't draw back for some time. Jakob watched the scene with a mixture of frustration and annoyance.
That's the point. His face doesn't fit his character. There's something hypocritical about it.
You could be cute too. Damn, if only you were mute. Damn. Stopping the fight that was about to start all over again, Oliver clapped his hands loudly. Well, no need to quarrel, okay? Let us all go upstairs and have a good rest. Elias will join us soon and we will tell us what they could find out during the interrogation, okay? And then we'll make some conclusion. It's about time.
Oh, man.
Helga aggressively inhaled the last whiff, stubbed out the cigarette end, squeezing it in her fist and dropped it at her foot. Damn, she left the roof and Ruff rushed after her. Once they disappeared behind the door, Hans made a dash for the cigarette end. Why? He picked it up carefully with both of his hands and was examining it for a few seconds as if spellbound. Then he put it in his pocket.
Uh,
Bro, Hans, no! What are you... Apart from me, nobody noticed his strange behavior.
Okay.
Oh my god, is he gonna like... He's not gonna like suck on those buzz, right? Because Helga was smoking on it? Or...
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
God.
Like...
Oh no, man. You know what sucks is like he does feel like that kind of person though.
Oh my god. Or maybe he loves cigarettes so much, who knows? Or maybe he's...
Or like maybe he's trying to like impress Helga.
But by what though? Picking up the cig?
Maybe like he wants to like imitate her smoking.
Oh, oh. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like that was the reason why he had the cigarettes before they were kind of like taken away from him.
Oh. Ah. Okay.
That's just my guess.
Yeah,
That's
I-
definitely
I-
just my guess
yeah,
though.
I hope it's that though. That's tears. I hope it's that. I hope it's not like what I thought about it in the first place. So.
Oh God forbid! Like this dude snapping necks, and he likes to lick up her spit on old cigs.
Dude.
Oh.
Oh man. Oliver waited for us to leave the room and close the door behind us. Nobody said another word, and I was in no hurry to open my mouth either. Good that they believed me. Their trust was crucial for my fate. I felt that only with their help I could learn the truth about myself and the yet unknown secrets of the world. We could actually get to the canteen only about nightfall. Before that, we were helping with the restoration of the camp walls, cleaning our clothes and washing ourselves. Our common activities didn't help to close the gap between the soldiers of the squad and me. I still felt like a stranger. However, the future no longer seemed frightening. I intended to fulfill the promise I gave to the commander. They still didn't reject me. They were only observing me.
Oh, that thing again? No.
When we entered the canteen, I caught the sight of the hideous fucking cake I ever seen in my life, which I had witnessed Doris cook in the morning.
Define cook.
What is that? Is that... Hopefully that's herbs, not fucking like grass weeds, you know what I'm saying?
What? I didn't even notice that the first time around. What?
Oh my god. Did we really have to eat that? Okay, if we cook it, maybe it's good. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't want to eat that raw. That's disgusting.
Oh my god.
I have a surprise for you. The most exceptional and the most original cake in the world.
She pointed both of her hands towards her creation.
A feast for the eyes, isn't it? An omen helped me avoid a horrible mistake.
Uh-huh. Doris winked at me cheerfully, and I quickly looked around at everyone who gathered there, feeling guilty of helping in the creation of that exceptional meal. Oh god, guys, why? And how long are you gonna keep this up? We have told you multiple times that we don't eat your cooking. Damn.
Oh, damn, that hurt. This time it's different. It's special and not like all the previous ones.
What, to prove her words, Doris started nodding energetically and backing off towards her culinary creation. That crackness again.
Oh boy.
Everyone sat on the bench at the table without much enthusiasm. And where is Elias? Is he still on integration or? Yes, usually integration is a time-consuming process, you know.
What's he doing down there? Like, is he just like? Can you just imagine like a blind kid just torturing someone for answers?
Dude,
That is fucking hilarious.
oh my god. Doris, together with Hans, was serving the treat. It was not the best time for me to remember how she tried to pull out a pea from inside her cake with her bare hands. I didn't dare to say anything aloud. Yeah, In a minute, Hans with a guilty sigh put a plate in front of me. I looked down at the dish. That globe made of meat and overcooked vegetables, seasoned generously with raw egg is not seasoning, girl. What the fuck are you talking? Or seasoning with raw eggs appeared even worse at the closer look. Yeah, Jakob got the next serving. He was sitting on my right in the black face mask. I saw his eyes narrow in delight when he noticed my reaction. You bitch.
Bon appetit, loser.
Yeah, you too, loser. Are you gonna eat this, huh?
Fuck no. Would you like me to treat you? I don't eat any food that is not cooked by me.
No, thanks. I'm not very hungry, if you haven't noticed. Do you cook your own meals? Ruff, who was sitting on the opposite side of the table with Helga, answered for Yakov. Don't you get it, Nemo? Yakov is wrong in the head. He lives in his own world of traitors and liars, okay? He thinks we want to get rid of him, although that's where he is, right?
Oh, damn.
Ruff roughly stabbed her dinner with a spoon, and Yakov frowned.
That is exactly why some precautions will never hurt. One of you could easily secretly add some arsenic or cyanide into my plate. Jesus Christ, dude!
Actually, the food was served from the common plate, so...
That's not the point, bitch. But the serving that I got has been taken from a certain side. Someone could have added poison there in advance and make my death look like an accident. Did you see who brought the dish, Nemo?
It was Hans, I think?
Exactly. It was Hans. He made sure to fill my plate behind Doris's back so that no one could see him. And then he brought the plate to me, and he specifically went around the table. He was creating a diversion. Again! Again!
He just had 2 servings in his hands, bro. One he gave to Helga, and the second one to you. Damn. I guess?
Why didn't he do it the other way around? Why not bring one to me first and then to Helga?
Oh my god, this guy. Jakob's speech was expressive and with no annotation as if he was leading us to only possible answer.
Like, he does not get it.
That's because Hans is a dirty perv, Onkar. He is serving Helga to hide his nasty ass intention behind glantury, Onkar. I know men well. They only think about one thing.
And you're any better? Like, Roof, like, I love you, bruh, but you're no better, honey.
Oh my god. Just couldn't finish. Jakob whacked his index finger and Helga muttered quietly. Stop talking rubbish.
Just look, my serving is very different from Helga's. Hers looks neat, while mine is all messed up. I wonder why, though. Like, he wants to impress her. Like, come on. I'll be nice to him on that. Okay.
Oh my god.
And why is that? Because someone mixed something into it? Because someone mixed something into it. Poison, arsenic, sedatives, anything to get rid of me.
Bro, first of all, you hella paranoid, right? Second of all, you gotta look around carefully to understand your comrades before you become paranoid, shit. Jesus Christ. Finishing his speech that exposed Hans, Jakob victoriously pushed the dish away and then leaned to me,
Do you want me to tell you this story from the very beginning? About how Hans got this idea and why he decided to poison me in particular, and what he did to make it look like...
For a long moment, I was gazing into his black eyes and then moved aside. I didn't think there's a need for that, yeah. My answer didn't surprise Jakob. He shrugged, got up from the table, went to one of the windows where he assumed the position of the spectator and started spinning one of his revolvers on his index finger.
I'm watching you, bitch. I'm watching you, Hans. You better watch yourself. Watch your six, because I got both revolvers now.
Wow. Soon Hans took Jakob's seat. He showed his friendly smile and started eating the cake nonchalantly.
Did Yakov tell you something about me? You have such a scary look.
No. He is just a bit strange, and I can't sometimes tell if he is serious. Yeah.
Ah, right. Neither can I. Actually, all of us are a bit strange, aren't we? Yeah, you don't say.
I, I didn't try to object and nodded, and Hans didn't even notice my reaction. He drew closer and started speaking in a whisper.
Helga is the most sensible person among us. She is beautiful. I'll be fair. She is the most sensible person there.
Oh.
Like, her worst crime is just being a lazy bitch, but
Yeah.
but that's not even that bad either. Like, she's beautiful, tall, smart, and brave. You know, once I tried finishing her cigarettes. Oh, yeah, so that was what they did. That is what he tried doing. Like, he was just trying to smoke her cigarettes, the rest of them. They have a special taste. So
Hans!
what? It's so poignant and a bit intoxicating.
Hans! Ah, Hans!
Oh no, don't run, no.
Hans dissolved into a broad smile, cool and blissfully closed his eyes. I felt a bit. No.
Oh, damn.
Oh! Right after those words,
Oh no, Roof heard.
Ruth jumped up from her seat and banged her open palms on a table with a full force. Oh! You little creep! I know you were snatching her cigs! Hans blushed all over and looked around searching for rescue. Come on, Ruff. Maybe there's nothing wrong about that. Maybe? Maybe? They have some drops of your saliva! And he...
Oh God! So that was what he was. Oh, no.
Where are those cigs? Tell me now! Oh my god, Hans.
Oh, God, Hans, you are not making it easy to like you.
Without paying attention to the dishes with untouched dinner, Ruff lay down with her stomach right on the table so that she could reach Hans and grab him by the collar. With fantastic strength, she drew her frightened and embarrassed face close to hers.
I didn't do anything. I just hid them in a safe place.
What the fuck is that supposed to be? Due to extensive stress, Hans started stuttering even more. Where?
I won't tell you. Those are mine now. At least something of Helga's will belong to me. Oh, that sounded gross, dude.
Oh my god, Hans! You just made it sound more pathetic, bro. Come on, Hans.
Just tell her, bro.
Hans closed his eyes tight and covered his face with his hands to protect it from Ruff's punch. I was about to interfere, but pulled them apart. Well, I was about to interfere and pull them apart, but the fight that started was stopped by Helga's quiet and a bit hysterical laugh. Oh my god, these guys. She was sitting straight and laughing, opening her mouth wide. A few drops of tears appeared in her eyes. Was it that funny? Everyone froze. Even Yaka was staring in our direction. Ruff was
like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Ruff was the
Helga laughs? I didn't even know she had a soul.
Ruff was the first one to get back to her sense. She pushed Hans away from herself so hard that he barely managed to stay in his seat, and then she crawled across the table back to her place. It's all your fault! It's all your fault that she got so upset, you creep! Upset? What? Helga wouldn't stop. Now she wasn't only laughing but hiccups as well. Ruff held her tight and patted her on the back in a fatherly manner. Come on, my dear. Come on. We won't hurt you anymore. What? Wait. What? Is she laughing because...
I think that was the first time, we actually got to see her, express joy.
Huh. Wolfgang, who was sitting next to me, was quietly writing down some notes in his diary. all sweating and shit. Only I could hear his quiet mumbling.
Raph gently touched silky hair of her beloved in love. Ew, dude, this is so gross.
Oh my god! This is so oh god, that's so gross. Oh my god. This dude is so nasty. And I thought Hans was bad. It's like
Raph gently touched silky hair of her beloved and lowered Helga's touching and beautiful head to her voluptuous breast. I won't let these dirty hands ever touch you, my love. Oh, Raph, cried Helga in trembling voice.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
He's one of those dojin slash, yeah. Okay.
One of those naughty book Arthur.
Yeah, the light novel Arthur. Oh my god. I looked away. I didn't feel that good. Hey. Sometimes I ain't judging, man. At least he's sticking it to the
don't
fantasy.
write that kind of stuff about your friends. Like, Jesus Christ.
I mean, okay, here's the thing. Okay. For me, man, at least you're just writing it down. It's just a fantasy, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to like a physical shit, like picking up someone's leftover, for example, and I'm not gonna say consuming it, but you know what I'm talking about, right? I think that's way too far compared to the fucking. Oh my god, Hans, why?
That's not even what happened either. Like, oh god.
Seriously, I look away. I didn't feel a goddamn thing or anything. At that time, Oliver plumped figure appeared behind me. He put his heavy hands on my shoulder and smiled. You are a funny bunch. Helga's laugh finally stopped. She whipped the small tears with her index finger, and hardly managing to get loose from Ruff's grip, she lit up a cig. While you had a quarrel here, I went to see the commander.
Oh my god.
Ruff jumped up.
Crazy.
Ruff jumped up and started staring at Oliver impatiently. Is he alright? I thought he was injured. He is all in one piece, Elias, however. Are you sure? Did you check him for all the sides? He might be suppressing his pain, enduring it. There was a short chuckle that came from somewhere near the window. Jakob was heading towards us.
It's not the first time I noticed your interest in our commander, Raph. Are you his lapdog or something? Or are there some inappropriate feelings involved?
Wow.
Oh my.
Oh!
Wow, Ruff. Ruff flushed with anger. Do you think I'm gay or something? Do you think I'm gay or something, huh? Helga is my one true love, and Commander is someone I would like to have a real bromance with, okay? Jakob laughed again.
What about Elias?
Oh, right. The integration is over. Elias will come here shortly and tell us everything, or tell you everything. Everyone went quiet while waiting. I've decided to use that pause to recover from the absurdity of the scene I just fucking saw. Oh! However, Elias didn't make us wait for long. Soon he appeared in the doorway, stopped for a moment, and then approached us.
I'd like to apologize for what happened. It's my fault that I was careless again. If not for my selfishness, Hans and Nemo would not get in danger twice. I'm sorry. No harm done, Elias. We're all alive. That's the main thing.
Yeah, don't worry, bruh. Don't worry. Elias stood there for a while, full of uncertainty, and then went on.
Who is sitting in my seat?
What?
It's Nemo. You could sit here today.
Oh, my bad. Oh, Hans sprang to his feet and helped his friend to sit down next to me, while Doris carefully move up someone's untouched plate of cake, quote unquote. Without asking any questions, he started eating. Oh, damn. Once the dinner was finished, everyone crowded around Elias. Only Jakob was standing aloof.
So, what did you learn during the interrogation? What did they say? During the interrogation, nothing special. They didn't say anything for a while. Then they confessed that they had attacked because they wanted to gain favor with their authorities. What does that mean? They were undergoing training somewhere nearby. There were not that many soldiers, about 40. They fought our camp accidentally, as it's a small area one. So their corporal thought there should be only a few of us here. They thought it would be an easy battle if they attacked from 4 sides. The rest, you know already.
Did they report to their authorities about our whereabouts?
They never get the time to do that. The enemies left the transmitter near the ambush at the eastern wall, which they planned to blow last. They wanted to report to the headquarters once they felt the victory was almost theirs, but it didn't go as planned.
When they understood that they were losing the battle, instead of calling for aid, they jumped to the rescue of their comrades.
Exactly. How noble. But very stupid.
And what will now happen to, the survivors? They will be sent to the headquarters for processing. I was taken aback and Ruff gave Helga a dig with one elbow. However, the latter didn't react to that.
She's joking, okay? Nobody's going to process them. They will just to be, be sent to the headquarters.
Yeah, it was a joke, okay? Nevertheless, it didn't seem fucking funny, girl, damn. And, what will they do to them at the, headquarters?
As far as I remember, Commander has forbidden us to answer any of your provocative questions.
And how is my question provocative, sir?
It became so the moment you opened your mouth.
I pursed my lips in frustration, and Oliver started waving his hands to calm us down, not helping Oliver. Oh, it doesn't matter. Yeah, the main thing is that it's not our headache.
I feel sorry for those guys, but they had it coming. Is that it? Yes. Oh, well then, it's written in my diary that I go to bed at 10 p.m. It's 2 to 10. I have 2 minutes to fall asleep. What the hell?
Well, indeed, we have to go to bed. We have training tomorrow morning, so we need to get to a good night's sleep. Nemo, you will have to visit the commander in his office tomorrow, okay? He wants to talk to you about something. I remembered our deal with Wagner. Did he really want to hear my report tomorrow already? We got up and started leaving the canteen one by one. Jakob was the last one left in the room. He was sitting on the bench and thoughtfully eyeing the plates with untouched food. Okay.
Yeah, that clump of cake is gonna rot.
Yeah, I think he's gonna cook it by himself. Ah. Oh!
No, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't. Oh, thank God! I thought that the game was gonna end right here.
Oh shit! The wall of the fortress was becoming higher and higher. Damn, is that like metal scraps?
Damn. Iron Fortress, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Damn.
Ooh, and here is our other main protagonist.
Oh shit! You want to go? Is he
Sure
a
thing.
protagonist? Yeah.
She's like, I believe like they're technically the other person whose perspective you can look through in the game.
Oh, okay.
It's like the two playable characters were Nemo and Lien, and this is Lien.
Hey.
I think we're lacking materials, Sam.
I've noticed that.
What do you think about this? I've noticed that. What do you think about this idea? Don't you think that we are just wasting our time and effort?
Sam sighed and I took a step back to look at the result of our 3 days of work.
We couldn't finish that much, right, Lien?
I nodded dejectedly. We were in the courtyard of my house building a fortress to protect ourselves from black apostates. That was Tom's idea, and he came up with it unexpectedly. Although it was always the same with all the other extravagant but somehow genius idea of his. I wiped the sweat from my forehead with the back of my hand. Father had said it was going to rain that day, but there was still no cloud in the sky, and it was pretty easy to get sunstroke even while staying in the shadow of the large oak tree. While I was cruising the heat at the back of my mind, Tom's surprised face showed from behind the incomplete wall of the fortress.
Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ, look at that face. You want to take Tom?
Um,
Have you seen how sturdy this is? I mean, have you seen this? No missiles can break through.
Yeah, you know what? That voice is perfect.
Why are you so surprised? Yesterday you closed the hole there yourself.
Me? So, did I do that? We need more of these. That's for sure.
Tom walked around the construction and stood close to Sam.
Tom, are you sure that the black apostates won't be able to get through this fortress?
You bet. But we still need many more parts. Sophia said she knows where to get them.
Muffled, girly voice came from the inside the house.
Who called for Sophia?
Tom put his right hands up as if he wanted to go up to the backboard and yelled in reply.
It's me, Sophia. I called you. Come here.
Incoming, Sophia.
Some pulled Tom's head down by the ears, and as if he was mad, he started teaching him manners.
Don't be such a child. Do you remember how old you are? It'll soon be the time for you to join the army, and you're still fooling around.
Ouch! Ah! I won't serve in the army. I will become a scientist, and then I'll carve our enemy during surgeries. Ow!
Yes, lovely aspirations, Tom.
Sam let go of Tom and folded his arms on his chest. In fact, you have a lot of badges, man. Yeah.
Right? Is that like a Boy Scout thing? Or
Hopefully, I don't.
I mean, the outfit kind of says Boy Scout, but
Then you should study hard. Because I'm the only one who opens any students' books in our house.
Tom became a bit sad.
You're smart, Sammy, and I'm not so smart. So much, I mean.
like Sam blushed.
I smiled when I saw Sam blush that much. He tried to hide how pleasant it was for him to hear that.
You're smart too, but since you don't study, you're reinventing the wheel all the time.
Once I enter the school of healers, I will study so that later I could pursue science. Leon, will you go there too? Or Leon will go there too, right? I won't feel bored in that case.
You dummy. If you want to enter it, you will first need to pass the exam. They don't accept just anybody.
Tom didn't have time to answer. Sophia, damn girl, appeared before us. She was smiling and looking at us like a fox.
Do you have to pull apart the two brothers again, Leanne? No, we were thinking about the future.
Listen, Sophia, what will you do in 2 years?
She was amazed. She had talked about the future many times, but Tom was constantly forgetting what we told him about our dreams. Nothing could stay in his head at all.
Leanne and I will become soldiers, right, Leanne?
I smiled and nodded.
You have no idea. I will become a hero and take down all the black apostates single-handedly. No, you won't. There won't be any of them left after I fight them.
Oh man, these two are cute.
So, okay, hold on. Nemo's group is the Black Apostate, right? I guess?
Oh yeah, good points.
Oh, interesting. She stuck her tongue out and I got angry. I wasn't that mad, but I tried looking fearsome so that she would know to better not mess with me, excuse me.
Wow, you're so brave.
Sam was the only one who didn't share our enthusiasm. He was looking wearily somewhere behind me.
And what if you won't become soldiers? Or what if the black apostates will capture all of us before we grow up?
Suddenly, Tom started waving his hands intensively as if he was about to fly.
How can you say that, Sammy? The priest always remind us before we start praying that we have the truth and the kindness on our side. God is with us.
Sammy turned away. I decided to not interfere or they would fight again. Sam's pessimism would not get along with Tom's optimism no matter what.
Have you forgotten, Sam? We are building a fortress. That's where we will live with our territory when our territory is invaded.
I smiled broadly and gave Sam a dig with my elbow so that he could cheer up, but all I got in reply was the same weary gaze.
Yeah, and we will live right in the middle of the empire of black apostates. You're such a pessimist, Samuel. The war has not been lost yet. It's just the beginning, and once we grow up, we'll be able to claim victory for sure.
Wow, you're right. We will win.
Tom started clapping, swinging his arms broadly. Okay, Sophia laughed and I became cheerful too. I grabbed a stick from the ground and extended my arms forward, squeezing it in my fist and imagining that it was a gun.
Death to the black apostates!
My voice sounded serious, but all of my friends knew I was fooling around. Tom started gesturing and pointing at himself.
It's me. I am a black apostate.
My expression changed to that of the courageous soldier, and I pointed my weapon at Tom.
Bang, bang!
Tom's eyes became even wider and clutching his heart. He dropped to the ground. Sophia, who was standing next to me, started laughing. Hold on. This is not foreshadowing, right? Please?
Oh God, I hope not.
Dude.
That'd be so messed up.
I know. Oh my god.
That's how we deal with all of them. Yeah, if only it was that easy.
Sophia's slender finger poked Sam in his stomach. She was about to scold him, but once she opened her mouth, my father slowly approached us in his long apron, spattered with clay. His voice was quiet and frail.
Oh, do you want to take care of him, or can I?
Or you could if you want.
All right, let me try it.
Liane, the jars are ready. You can take them to the market.
Ooh, right. It was the market day. The fortress made me forget about the work. I became sad. I didn't want to go anywhere, especially alone.
I'm coming!
My heavy sigh did not go unnoticed by my father. He cleared his throat and spoke gently.
You can take your friends with you. It will be more fun for all of you, and you could buy some sweets on your way back.
But Dad, you said yourself that sweets are too expensive. And now all of a sudden?
Father ruffled my hair, coughed again, and smiled softly.
It's okay. We will bring a couple of them to your mother tomorrow. She'll be happy to get such a present.
Yo, can I just say, I feel that the art for Father, right? I feel like it could be in a Fire Emblem character. The art style.
I was thinking that too.
Like,
oh my God.
Wow, dude.
This game, I feel like, given an opportunity, like, would be like a cool Fire Emblem style game.
Oh, dude. I hated when he talked like that. It was like Father was losing his touch with reality in some such moments. In fact, I think he's sick at the point where maybe he's gonna,
Oh no, he's gonna be like he's gonna be like every parent in Fire Emblem.
I know.
It's like you're not the main character in Fire Emblem unless your dad's dead, or your mom is dead, or you're adopted.
Dude.
It's so fucked up.
She doesn't need them anymore.
Well, don't say that. Your mother would be upset to hear that from you.
I was about to snap, but Sam spoke before I could do that.
Thank you. We really want to go to the market with Liane. We also need to sell something.
Good luck, kids. I will leave the jars at the porch. Treat them with care. I've accidentally smashed 2 of them this morning already.
I will make sure that the boys behave themselves.
She put her hands on her lips and grinned, just like a mommy. Sophia liked to boss around using her position of the only girl we knew, although her power didn't extend over to Sam, only to Tom and me as the youngest in our group. Father winked cheerfully and disappeared in the house once more. I heard his muffled cough again.
Leanne, I really sympathize with you about your mother, of course, but don't get mad at your father. He's been raising you on his own. If Tom and I had a father like that, we wouldn't be hanging around here all the time. At least you have a mother. If my mom was here.
Damn, that hurts.
Why is it blurry? Why is it blurry?
Whoa.
I felt like a treacherous biting sensation in my eyes from tears that were welling up in them. I lowered my head so that no one could see me crying or cry and clench my fist. Nice animation, shit.
That is beautiful. Oh my god.
Well, Leanne, don't worry. Your mother was a very brave woman. I even heard that they wanted to decorate her with an army officer rank. They were just too late. And you are just as brave as she was.
I couldn't hardly hear her. My hatred towards Black Apostate was awakening again and devouring my whole soul.
I will become the strongest soldier. I will exterminate them all and avenge my mom.
What is this? Fucking Attack on Titan?
Right? Like girl Aaron Yeager.
Right.
Like officially girl Aaron Yeager in the building. Leanne is girl Aaron Yeager. Or it's like she's Mikasa if the story was revolving around her.
Probably the weak version of Mikasa. I think.
Oh yeah, like without the superhuman strength.
Yeah. Suddenly, thin arms wrapped me around my shoulders. I understood that it was Tom right away. He always did it whenever I started crying. And at the same moment, both of my fists were in the warm hands of Sam and Sophia. My friends. My very best friends.
Aww. They're gonna die.
Dude!
I'm sad. Like this is how every dead childhood friend story goes.
Oh my god. I sniveled out loudly and spoke, trying to keep smiling.
Hey, what are you doing? I'm not going to cry like some stupid girl.
One of my fists was free again.
What an idiot. When have you seen girls ever cry? It's boys who can't do anything but whimper and boast.
After finishing her short but angry speech, Sophia slapped me on the side of the head. I giggled and Tom stepped back and looked at me carefully with his big-ass eyes.
So you were crying, weren't you, Leanne?
His voice sounded so surprised that that it even hurt my feelings.
Of course I wasn't crying. You wish.
Tom stepped back and hid his hands behind his back while his brother patted me on my shoulder.
Just remember, Leanne, you're not alone. We will have our own fortress soon, and we will be able to defeat any enemy.
The corners of Sam's lips lifted up. He did it rarely, only on special occasions. Maybe that was the reason why his slight but sincere smile seemed special to me.
I know all of that. Let's go to the market. If we can successfully sell Father's jars, we can buy sweets for ourselves.
I was ready to be off then when Tom abruptly pulled my sleeves.
Wait! You forgot about our fortress. It shouldn't just stand here unfinished.
To continue building it, we need parts, and we don't have them yet.
Sophia said this morning that she knows where to get them more.
We turned to her, and she was guiltily shifting from foot to foot.
Yes, I do know. I eavesdropped on the conversation between my mother and some officer. She said that at the battlefields, there are always many useful things left.
Yo!
Useful for what? For the war. There are many iron fragments, ammo, and shells. If we go there, we can find something. Oh, that's not gonna end well.
But there are dead men out there.
There are no dead men out there. Our military forces collect the corpses if we were able to win. Have you forgotten? Otherwise, black apostates will take them away. Are you suggesting going to that place? I'm not suggesting. I'm just telling you what I've heard. But I don't know where else we could get metal. We can't steal it from our neighbors after all.
Everyone fell silent. I was wondering whether it was worth going there. Was it worth risking our goddamn safety or our lives for the construction of the goddamn fortress that we can't even tell if it's a fortress?
Hey, I have heard that poison runs in the veins of black apostate, and when they die, they exhaust poisonous gas.
What?
Jesus, like that Loki sounds like a racial slur. Like, what the hell?
Shit.
Yes, I also read something like that in the student books. Do you know what they do to the corpses of the apostates?
They burn them, I guess. My mom hardly ever talks about it.
Can we find their corpses somewhere?
I could see.
Jesus, these kids are morbid.
I could see a mysterious interest burning in Tom's eyes.
Maybe. I don't know for sure, but I've heard that the sites of the battles are always dangerous. Black apostates might be hiding there.
Everyone was familiar with such stories. It wasn't like anyone believed them, but when a difficult question of testing the scary story came up before us, we started doubting our own bravery.
What do you think, Lien? Should we go there?
We have already decided to build a fortress, right? We can't back off now. How else will we become some brave soldiers?
Let's go. Team power.
Sophia nodded energetically.
Exactly. Let's go. It's 4 of us and we can deal with everything. Let's do it this way. We won't tell anything to my dad yet, and we still hide the jars behind the wall of our fortress. Let him think that we went to the market, and once we return with the materials for the construction, we will leave them here, take the jars, and leave for the market.
My friends agreed with that. Wait, but doesn't that take more time to get the jar?
I feel like that's the case. Like, Jesus Christ.
Huh. Haha. Wait, were they at the fucking, While we were walking, the weather quickly, started changing for the worse. The clear blue skies were slowly covered with thick cumulus clouds. There was almost no wind, and the insufferable stuffy heat from the hot days was still in the air. We went out to the desert street. That day was a market day, so there was next to nobody left at the outskirts of the village where I lived. Everyone felt for the market. That was to our advantage. Nobody would stop a bunch of kids who decided to leave the settlement for some reason. Although I got excited way too early, in a few seconds, our group of friends met face to face with an elderly soldier. He was right in the middle of the road. He was moving his crutches with great effort and jumping up and down on the only leg he had left. Damn. Where are you headed, folks? And with such serious faces, too.
Ooh, I like that voice.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Well, we have some business to take care of. We need to collect something in the forest.
Small kids like yourself wouldn't be safe going out there alone. Where are your parents and guardians? Do they know that you want to leave the village? Or are you going right to the enemy? The soldier was eyeing each of us carefully, and we couldn't find words to answer. We were taught to fear and respect the members of the military. They had influence. We looked up to them. That was the rule of my mind, absorbed since birth, so I couldn't lie to a soldier. I respected them, or each of them, too much. Only one of us was a good liar who could lie through his teeth.
No? Never! No! Do you see this girl here? She's Sophia, Marlena's daughter. Her mother is the only one who sent us to test our courage. She said if we can hold out for more than, an hour, then we will grow up to become a brave soldiers. You, Tom? I smiled I smiled in my head. It was hard to not believe Tom's innocent eyes and his naive voice. I was deceived by those many times myself.
Well, what could anyone say to that? The soldier was looking from Tom to Sophia for some time and then sighed helplessly. Be careful out there, folks. Black apostate are evil and wily. They can't have children, so instead they have an eye for kids like you. Keep your eyes open. Don't let them catch you, or else they will capture you and turn you to black apostate like themselves. Oh, okay.
We're old enough. It's not so easy to catch us, and we will never even become black apostates, that's for sure.
Stay safe. Don't let them get your claws on you. The soldier saluted us and slowly continued his way. When he was vanished entirely, Sam patted Tom's on the back. Was that a pat?
Yeah, it's like a heavy pat on the back.
And how many times have you lied to me like that? When did you learn that? Who taught you?
Tom started blinking.
I have never lied to you, Sammy. Never.
And why didn't you drag my mom into this?
I laughed.
Obviously, to make it sound more convincing.
Sophia pursued her lips and turned away.
Okay, that's enough already. We need to make it on time before the market closes, or we won't get any sweets and your father won't get any money, Leanne.
I didn't argue, and we set off for the battlefield together right away. Oh man, I have a bad feeling, bro.
Yeah. Oh my God, this is like literally Disney graveyard.
The field was deserted. The smell of death was filling the air. When I look at the body of my mother, I had the same feeling and remember it forever. For a while, we were just silently observing the wasteland that was left after the battle.
I wonder, when the war is over, will our land also become so empty?
Ooh, Sophia's voice, which usually was so loud, sounded completely dull at that moment.
We won't let that happen. I'm ready to join the army right now if I have to.
Me too. Me too.
I clenched my teeth tightly.
Let's leave this place as soon as we can. Just take everything we need and leave. I don't want to stay here for long. There is next to nothing here. Only debris. No whole pieces. A lot of time passed since the battle after all. Everyone already collected everything and we're left with dribs and drabs.
Whoa.
There was a sound of explosion somewhere far away.
What was that?
Tom got frightened and hid behind Sam.
Don't be scared. Maybe it's some training. The soldiers might be doing some shooting practice.
Sophia's expression got serious, and she shook her head.
I don't think so. Mom said that there was an attack on the nearby village this morning, but it's far from us. Much further than the explosion we just heard. Don't tell me our soldiers are drawing back?
We listened closely and stood like that for less than a minute. Screams could be heard somewhere far away. Maybe it was just an echo.
We take everything that might come in handy and leave. What if the army's headed here?
When we voiced our common concern, our fear only got stronger. Nobody argued and we quickly started filling our pockets with different useful and useless things. My hands were shaking and my inner voice was urging me to hurry. After some time, Sophia straightened up and spoke quietly.
Next time we shall go to the place where the battle had just finished. You can find a lot of ammunition there, and it can be sold for a good price. Then we can raise a tombstone for your mother, Leanne. We will be able to cure your father of this.
Phthisis? What's that? Hold up.
I don't know. Yeah, let's look that up.
Yeah.
P
Or could you look it up if that's cool?
A. Okay. Phthisis. Okay.
Phthisis?
Oh, pulmonary tuberculosis or similar progressive systematic disease.
Oh, okay.
Father of Phthisis.
I froze. So she noticed. She noticed something I had noticed myself, something my father was unable to admit.
Your dad.
I didn't let him finish and closed my eyes tight.
Oh.
Yes.
Standing with my eyes closed, I could hardly hear anything but the echoes of my friend's conversation. As a swarm of wasps, thoughts of old emotions started buzzing in my head.
Will you be able to learn the place where it will happen, Sophia?
Yes. I will ask my mom or eavesdrop on her conversation. Thank you.
I didn't open my eyes for some time. I didn't even know why. Perhaps I just didn't want to see the world. I wanted to escape from reality and the thoughts about current problems. I didn't want to be there, in a world dominated by war, death, and famine of all places. A world where you had to desperately fight for every minute of your life and try as hard as you can to believe in a beautiful future, which perhaps would never come.
Man, this is hurting. Like, even if I hope they all survive, but it's like, this just, wow, this actually hurts. I feel bad for Leanne.
Yo, it's surreal, bro. It feels surreal, man.
Mm.
When I opened my eyes again, I noticed that my friend's hands were full with all the materials necessary for the construction. Mostly those were pieces of material plates.
Let's go, Leanne. There's nothing useful left here. I thought that the fortress will become our trench. We will, shoot down all the black apostate from it.
Sam looked sideways at his brother.
Trenches are something you dig in the ground. It's a pit, not a fortress.
Whatever. The main thing is that we won't hide. We are this world's future and we will protect it. Isn't that right?
I chuckled.
You're quite self-assured, Tommy.
But you won't be able to change anything if you don't believe in yourself.
The things Tom said were obvious, but mostly him reciting those simple truths again and again was the very thing that could keep my spirits up.
You are right, as always. I guess I'll give my share of sweets to you if we manage to make enough money to buy any.
Tom's eyes became round.
I will take only half of it. The only half you'll eat yourself. The other half you'll eat yourself.
Aw, Tom's really sweet.
I nodded, grabbing the pile of collected material and hardly managing to holding it in my hands. I headed home. My loyal companions followed me. Okay, so at least nothing happened nearby.
Okay, yeah, because like that would have destroyed me emotionally if like one of them like got killed on this battlefield. Because then now they'd have to explain to their parents.
Yeah, dude, that would be the most. Oh my god.
Oh my god, right?
Our plan was a success. Father didn't even hear us when we were carefully piling up the material in the courtyard and pulling out the jars we hid earlier. Thunder rolled somewhere in the distance, but people on the market didn't even think about going home. We passed through a crowd of talkative women and fighting men while holding tightly the precious jar in our arms.
Ooh, nice marketplace.
Yeah. At the market, we occupied our regular spot and I set out the goods. At that time, Tom was peeking from the counter and looking up in the sky.
I think it's about to rain.
I was focused on indicating the proper price and Sophia was watching the passerby closely. Suddenly, she started pointing her finger somewhere politely, excuse me.
Look! I think it's Mr. Bulov. I heard that he has lost his 2 daughters a week ago.
Isn't he the one who always buys jars Leon's father makes?
I looked closer at his hunched silhouette. Mr. Bulov was passing by without even noticing us.
I didn't even know that he was going through such a tragedy.
Maybe, we could call him over. Maybe he feels sad being all alone.
Is it worth it? I mean...
You know what? He needs He needs the company.
Yeah.
Like we can't just ignore someone who just went through an extreme loss.
Unless, right, because of the tragedy, right, his emotion get erupted, right, and he become delirious, excuse me, and ended up killing one of us, which is bad. But probably that's not gonna happen, right? Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Like if he's a friend, he's a friend of like the family, like he buys their jars, then like it's still best to like know you're there for them.
Yeah. You know what? Call out to him.
You are right. We can't just leave him alone in his misery. Exactly.
Tom beamed in reply, and Sam just sighed quietly and wearily. I leaned out to the counter, excuse me, and called out.
All right. Good afternoon, Mr. Bulov.
The man stopped and turned his head towards me. His eyes were half closed and his chin was covered with long bristles.
I think he's drunk.
Sophia frowned when she saw the proof that her guess was right. Mr. Bulov was staggering, and when he approaches us, he started speaking in sing-song voices.
Ew, look at his face. Oh man, I you know what? I'll take this one.
Okay.
Wow, Leanne! And Sophia is here too! With each year, you are blooming more and more beautifully. My girls were just like you. Oh, and you boys are here too.
He leaned on the counter and was examining us as carefully as he could master.
Oh my god.
Jesus, you're drunk, mister.
Sam stood next to me. He looked way too serious and focused, as if he was getting ready to protect all of us.
Yeah, I had to pull at the bottle. Have a good reason to. Don't scold me. I get enough of it in the neck from my wife.
My condolences.
Don't sympathize with me. It was all my fault that I couldn't save them. After all, the day we went scouting together, do you know what happened?
Suddenly, Mr. Bulov fixes his eyes on me, and I start feeling guilty in the death of his daughters.
We were followed by black apostates. When we stopped for lunch, did you know that my girls were wonderful cooks? Of course not. They shot down almost everyone. Only 2 of us survived. My friend from the army and I. It's an interesting story, isn't it?
Mr. Bulov presses his eyebrow on the counter even stronger and drew his face closer to mine. I could see his eyes blazing with red and losing focus.
Oh my god.
Mr. Bulov, step back, please.
I rarely ever heard Sam's angry voice, but there it was at that moment.
Oh man.
Step back. Do you seriously want me to step back?
Yes, please.
Bulov backed away and I relaxed a bit.
Oh my god.
You kiddos are still alive. Appreciate that and take care of your loved ones.
He turned around and walked away, but after 3 steps he gathered his wits and came back.
Pass this to your father. Tell him to get well soon.
Wow! After this short phrase, Mr. Bulov dumped a handful of coins onto the counter and still staggering went away from us. Thank you? We were silently staring at the money. It wasn't that much, but even that was way more than the total price of all the jars and pots we had set out.
Wow, so this plan succeeded tremendously.
What should we do with this?
I don't think we should be wasting it on candy.
Take it. It's all for you and your father.
I look at Sophia and Sam, and they supported Tom's decision.
Thank you.
I scoop all the coins into my pocket. We were in desperate need for money after all. Thunder rolled heavily somewhere in the distance. Is that really thunder? Anyway, Tom started shivering.
I hope, there won't be a storm.
Sam sneered and looked sideways at his brother.
There will be one, but a bit later.
After that, Tom began shivering even harder, and Sophia put her arms around his shoulder in a gentle, motherly fashion.
Don't worry. We will get back home by that time.
Tom made an effort to go up and started watching the passerby again.
Look, Sophia! I think it's your granny's friend.
He nodded to a bench across. Oh, nodded to a bench across from us.
It really is her.
I also looked in a direction and noticed an elderly woman. She was talking to a merchant at the opposite side of the market row and gesturing enthusiastically. I had never seen her before.
Who is she? Mrs. Rosenberg. She's a military doctor. Some say she can bring the dead back to life, and she has a sharp tongue. That's what makes her similar to my grandma.
Curiosity flashed in Tom's eye.
I would really like to talk to her.
Oh my god.
I know, right?
I could introduce you to her if you don't mind.
Okay. Make an acquaintance, I guess. I don't understand why we gotta refuse, so.
Right? It's like, well, of course we're gonna make an acquaintance. Like,
Yeah, like it's one of those what if situations, you know what I'm saying? Like if one of
yeah, let's make an acquaintance.
Oh, okay.
What is the downside? What would happen if we did refuse? That is okay. I do get what you're saying about the whole what if situation.
Yeah. I mean, all I could think about is like, see, if we know her, right? If one of us, like, let's just say got injured, she could maybe help us, you know? So.
Yeah, I feel like yeah, so it's kind of like karma points.
Yeah. Tom smiled happily.
Does she prepare potions too?
Sophia puts her hand.
Okay, let's do this.
Ooh, my bad.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
What do you mean by two? My grandma doesn't prepare potions. She's not a witch. Do you get that?
Tom nodded energetically.
In our time that you don't say a witch, you say a healer.
Sophia smacked me hard upside the head. I couldn't even dodge, even though I was expecting that.
And you too. If you're going to keep this up, there's no way I will ever introduce you to Mrs. Rosenberg.
I put my hands up and spoke apologetically.
It's just a joke. A bad joke.
Oof.
Leanne won't do it again. Don't get mad.
Sophia sighed.
Okay, I won't get mad unless I hear any of you make that same kind of joke again.
She jerked up her head and came out from behind the counter. We waited for her return without saying a word. Mrs. Rosenberg looked like a stern woman. She eyed me and my friends a bit arrogantly and showed some interest when she examined a crockery that was for sale. After that, a warm smile left her face, just like the one my mom used to have.
Ooh, you know what? I'd like to go for this one.
Okay.
Good evening, boys. I'm very glad to meet you. I am Mrs. Rosenberg, or you may call me just Agna. No need to be official.
Ooh, nice. I held out my hands to her.
My name is Leanne. I'm very glad to meet you too.
Once the introduction were over with, Agna started telling us stories from her life, and almost all of them were about the war.
Usually, adults conceal all the truths from kids. I agree with that, although right now you know more than you should at your age. Then why would you hide that?
We could scare you with it, and you won't join the army.
She,
Oh,
she laughed loudly, and it became clear to me that she is much older than she seems to be. Her face was grooved out with deep wrinkles. You don't have to look at those, man. Damn, even my father had less of those.
Damn, don't be a bitch.
Yeah.
Could you please tell us? Is it true that Black Apostate take away the corpses of our soldiers?
it is true. We always try to get to them first and burn them and not leave them at the site of the battles. Even here in the village, we burn our deceased instead of burying them. Have we learned the secrets of Black Apostates yet? In a way, but a lot of it is still unclear. Some scientists are starting to understand, but this information is just in their heads for now. And it is top secret.
Tom's eyes burned with curiosity.
Don't worry, guys. When I become a scientist, I will tell you everything.
So, you want to be a scientist, do you?
Tom started nodding.
Then it can't be helped. Soon, everyone will learn their secrets.
Agna laughed again.
Very well, kids. I need to go. Seems like it's going to rain any minute now. You should run to your homes too.
As if trying to prove her words, lightning flashes across the sky, and almost right after it, thunder rolled.
We need to sell at least one pot. Maybe you could use one?
Sophia looked at Mrs. Rosenberg so movingly and dolefully that she had no choice but to give in.
All right, I do need one.
She took a jar and put money on the counter.
Aw. If you or your loved ones fall ill, don't be afraid to come to me. Sophia knows where my house is.
See? This is the reason why you gotta talk to people. Socialize.
Exactly.
Yeah. We said our goodbyes and Mrs. Rosenberg left. So I have a question. What are we selling? I don't
I think jars of jam, I believe.
or something, right? I was so confused of what the hell we selling. So anyway, a thick wall of rainfall showered the market. People around us began to wail and started collecting their belongings hastily. Thunder rolled once again. We grabbed the jars and dashed home without minding the puddles and slippery grounds that was turning to mud.
It will be over soon. It will be over soon.
Don't worry, there's no way for the lightning to even hit you.
It was hard to hear their voices through the pouring rain. We were running all wet to the bone and weren't paying attention to the fuss on the streets. Suddenly, our way was blocked by a column of soldiers. I was running and looking at my feet as I was afraid that I would lose my footing, so I didn't notice them right away. Sophia, on the other hand, came to the halt and shouted loudly.
Wait!
We obeyed her. My eyes were focused on the soldiers.
Oh.
Where are their shoes? They were walking barefoot in the rag clothes and with their heads down right in the middle of the street. Some of them were seriously injured, were hanging on the soldiers' shoulders, of their comrades. Others could still place one foot in front of the others of their own. Why? What? A group of the bravely alive men was the embodiment of every possible meaning of the word defeat. No one among the soldiers dared to raise their head, only we could be all eyes and look all over them. A defeat? A defeat? Mother of God.
Mother of God, they've lost again.
George, have you seen George?
Where are the others?
What the hell happened out there? It was impossible to take eyes off the soldiers. Perhaps someday I will be in their shoes myself. In fact, why they're barefoot? That's my question. Like, You cannot be
Yeah.
in their shoes if they're barefoot, boy. Or girl, excuse me. Was that radio?
Oh man, I like feel bad for all of them.
I mean, at least they're alive, you know what I'm saying? So, it's just,
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm so confused about their barefoot, though. Like, what? Was I ready for that? Could I overcome despair, shame from defeat, and second thoughts? Could I fight despite the fear? And was I ready to sacrifice to win and change the world for better? Somebody poked me in the ribs. I turned my head and met Tom's serious eyes. When we grow up, we will change all that, right? We will not let that happen again as the future depends on us, right?
You're right.
Sophia and Sam approached us, and all of us together stared after the soldiers as they were further until they disappeared at the turn. I came back to my senses only when Sam patted me on my shoulder. The pots in my hands were full of rainwater and were about to slip from my grip, excuse me.
Oh man. Well, let's go, Leon.
He made my way towards my house and I followed him slowly. I had no more doubts. You know, this what reminds me of in Attack on Titans, right? When before Eren Yeager, right, became a soldier, right? Remember the troops came back and couldn't, like, they were all like damaged and shit. It's straight up like that feel. Do you know that episode I'm talking about, or that scene?
It's kind of like in like the bottom of my head right now.
Oh.
It's like I don't know. For me, I kind of like entered Attack on Titan a little later.
Oh, okay. Because I remember one soldier said, like, or I don't know what they said in English since I saw in Japanese. They were like, "We couldn't achieve anything," kind of deal. It's it's a meme, by the way. I think it's a meme. So, anyway, we are the future of all this world, and we will protect it. Man, I'm seriously confused of why their shoes are. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, hold on. I couldn't fall asleep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Okay. So I think that's what happens every time we switch perspectives.
Oh.
You know what? Okay, you know what? Do you think now would be a good time to really just like stop where we are?
Yeah. In fact, I thought we were gonna finish this, but damn, it's a pretty long demo. Yo, I'm actually happy. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Save. Yo, okay. Can I just say, yeah, let's save here, right? Oh my god. Okay, and let's go back to talking. And music. Yo, can I just say, it was very interesting, man. Like, I love how the surrealism comes in. You know what I'm saying? And
I know, right?
and also confusion too about, like, what? Okay, I bet death is happening, right? Because the last week we saw death, of course, right, of the soldiers and such. But then you notice, like, the soldier come back with barefoot, which kind of like really makes me confused of what kind of like battle they're dealing with. If that, you know what I'm talking about? Because, like, what weapon are they using? That's the question. To make them barefooted, like acid?
Yeah, that does actually kind of beg the question, because like they came back unarmed.
Yeah, and for me, it feels like either they got captured once, take all their belongings and clothes, I guess, and came back. That's all I could think of. I mean, if realistically, right? If it's in a fantasy, then I don't know. It could be like gas, poisonous gas, like freaking melt down the shoes or whatever. Dude, I don't know, but yo, it was confusing. That's all I wanted to say. I really want to know what type of weapons and shit they're using, because the only thing we know is they're using guns and like hands, right? So, wow, God, it's, oh man, I really want to know. Okay, Bill, which side are you on? Because before I even answer mine, right? It all depends on the politics.
Mm.
I shouldn't say the politics, but the thoughts of individual like country sides, I should say, that is going on in this goddamn world. So what's your thoughts?
Well, no matter how you really slice it, it's like two factions pretty much. It's like there's a misunderstanding on the fact like both sides are human, but it's like they're both demonizing each other
Yeah.
and like they're raising people under fear. So it's kind of like you don't know who's really, you're not sure if anyone's really right or wrong in this situation. It's like there's no right answer on how to really convince them that what they're doing is right.
True. Because
But-
we don't actually know what the hell's going on too, so
Yeah, because it's kind of like you have these loony kids that are supposedly the black apostates, but then it's like we don't know the full deal with the village. Like we don't know if anyone's really, we don't know if everyone's as innocent because we have these kids being raised to pretty much believe that it's okay to murder these people
and
solely on the grounds that we're the good guys, so it's okay for when we murder people.
and they actually, take the body, right? So especially what I heard was like the children's body too. Apparently they're rare, so it's most likely mutation, right? I'm guessing.
Yeah, so it's like I don't trust either side.
Yeah.
So like I'm waiting to see like what other messed up stuff is gonna happen.
Huh. Is it kind of like science versus? I don't know the word I'm looking for here. Like,
Magic or
maybe. Huh. Interesting. So yeah, that is Guilty Parade. We still gonna. I think. Okay, I really think tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Last week. No, next week. English. Goddamn. It's gonna be the final episode for Guilty Parade. Browse out there, right? If you're interested, please check the link in the description below for more information. It's on Steam, it's also on itch.io, and it's also on lemmasoft forum, Briz. And please follow. Excuse me. Oh my god. Excuse me. Please follow Nozori Games and Nozori Games on Twitter. Excuse me on my part. And yeah, again, for more information, please check the link in the description down below. And yeah, that's about it, man. Bell, where can people find you?
Y'all can find me on my Twitter at BellRusapeVO, and you can find me on Instagram at Bell Art Studios. There's no A in art, just letting you all know that. And Tony Bruh, where can people find you?
You can find me at Tony Honorific on Twitter, Tony Honorific on YouTube, and also in the Unreal broadcast, which is tomorrow at 8 p.m. U.S. Central Time. And you can also, if you're interested in Toniko, right, please check her out at that Isekai Life, _Isekai Life on Twitter, or just type in Toniko on YouTube. And yeah, no video yet, but maybe most likely in the future, yes. So, yeah, that is about it for today. Thank you very much for watching, Briz, and we see you guys in the next episode next week. Yeah. All right, Briz. Later.
See you later, Briz.